Keep the comprehension to the last. We shall discuss after all the sections. Let's start with the second section. One is advised to check the veracity of news. After 2 only V1 is needed. V1, ing no, V1 okay, V1 okay. And after advised, generally we take 2 V1. We don't take V1 ing directly. Advised sitting, we don't use. So answer 1, 3, 4, 5. And if you observe, the noun is different in all these 4 options. Veracity, veracity. What is the difference between veracity and veracity? Have you ever heard of voracious? Voracious eater, voracious reader. When you are greedy, then you are called voracious, especially eating related and reading related. When you want to eat more, when you want to read more, or when you want to have more, you are voracious. This is adjective. And noun for this is veracity. That fellow was voracious in terms of taking dowry even after the marriage. So voracious means wanting more and more. Veracity. Veracity is nothing but authenticity, genuine, reliability. Namadaginidi, that you can trust. So what should come? Is it more or it is reliability, authenticity of news? So it is reliability, not voracity. Answer is third option. One is advised to check the veracity of news articles before forwarding them on WhatsApp and other social media. When some news comes on social media, WhatsApp, we simply forward it to other groups. We don't know whether it is genuine or not, we don't know. But we forward. One should lay out one's doubts and insecurities before entering the examination hall. Layout means keep everything in the nice order. Keep in order is called layouts, or keep in the open. When the teacher asked the student what is there in the bag, did you steal the book of your friend? Then what did the student do? What did he do? Student had to lay out all the items of the bag. Keeping out or keeping in order. Layout has another meaning. It is used in real estate. It is a noun. It's a layout. The agriculture land has been converted into layout. Have you ever heard real estate? So lay out the doubts and insecurities. Lay outside. Outside will come when there is a physical boundary. When physical boundary is there, you say outside, inside. Physical boundary is there, outside the classroom, inside the classroom. But here we are talking about doubts and insecurities. Not possible. One should lay aside doubts, insecurities, keep them aside, okay. Lay inside. If outside is not possible, inside is also not possible. Lay behind, keep it behind. Answer 2 or 4? Answer is fourth option. మీ डाउट्स इनसिक्योरिटीज पक्का बेटी एंटर अव्वाली आपका जो डाउट्स जो भी है इनसिक्योरिटीज जो भी है उसको बाजू लगा के एंटर होना एग्जाम में. The idea of a single bad bank where the NPS of all PSBs may be transferred as a white bullet to clean up PSB balance sheets must be rejected. And we have idiom. What is that idiom? Is it silver bullet or black bullet? It is silver bullet, transferred as a silver bullet. It is an idiom. Consider third option. The Indian banking system is beleaguered with. Beleaguered generally takes with. Beleaguered is nothing but troubled with. Banking system is troubled with NPS. Beleaguered in, beleaguered for, beleaguered from, beleaguered under. Answer no improvement. Beleaguered with means troubled with. We are troubled with negative marking. We are troubled with wrong answers. The dog made over the bike but was soon left behind in the empty street. Made over the biker. You know, makeover. Makeover is nothing but repair or modify. Repair or modify is nothing but makeover, complete makeover. The house is made over into a duplex, means modified, repair. And women, we know about this, right? Makeup we know. No, we don't know. Good morning. Are we all here? Makeup, we know about makeup. Men, makeup, you know about makeup. Makeup means something is not appropriate according to the person. That's why the person applies the Fair and Lovely or whatever, the cream or powder according to the choice, and something else. So makeup we know. Makeover means repair, modify. Make before. There is no word called, no phrasal verb like make before. Made before is there when you want to tell about an action. How can you make this? Can you make tea before my friends come? Can you make food before they come to the classroom? In that way you can use like an action, not a phrasal verb. This is a phrasal verb, this is a phrasal verb. Made after means run after. Run after the biker, possibility is there. Made out. Make out means understand. A boy went and proposed to the girl, and when the boy proposed to girl, what did the girl say? Girl said like this, do you have cell phone? Boy said, yes, I have cell phone. Excited boy. Girl said, is your camera working well? The girl said, yeah, absolutely working well. 12 megapixel or 48 megapixel. And she asked, what is the front camera? Megapixel. Front camera less only 8 megapixel. Okay, bye. He didn't understand at that time. I proposed to her, she was talking about my phone camera specifications. Why is that? He didn't understand at that time. Later on, after some time, he made it out. What is that? What did he understand? He understood, array, she is asking me to look at my face in the selfie camera. Camera ni face chusko ni mukham chusko first aithe ani cheppi cheppadam. So make out means to understand something. Made onto is nothing but jump onto. Answer is second option. The dog made after means run after the biker but was soon left behind. Because dog cannot catch the speed of a bike, right? Now close test. In 1983, Lokmanya Tilak converted Ganapati festival into a public ceremony. In 1983. So this Tilak converted Ganapati festival into public ceremony. He campaigned the circulation of this public celebration. He campaigned for the circulation towards, he campaigned towards the dash circulation, or he campaigned something, campaigned with the answer 1, 2, 5. Let me check the next. The dash circulation, sudden circulation won't be there. Slow circulation, wide circulation, early circulation. It is wide circulation. So what should come in the first black? He campaigned towards the wide circulation. He campaigned towards wide circulation. Campaigned towards the wide circulation of this public celebration throughout Maharashtra. It was this festival that he could It was a dash this festival. Was it chad blank mundu? It was from this festival. From time kani place kani undali. Festival is neither time nor place. It was through this festival. Okay. It was before this festival. Okay. Indeed, it was indeed this festival. Okay. Answer 2, 3, 4. It was dash this festival that he could dash public dash to the nationalist movement. I want to keep 18 on hold. I want to keep 19th. Then I'll come back. It was dash this festival that he could dash. He could advise. He could demand, control, mobilize, or none. He could dash public dash to the nationalist movement. He could advise public, demand public, control public. Control won't come. Demand, is he demanding? Answer 1 or 4. Mobilize means gather people, bring all the people into one place. You know, these political meetings will be conducted sometimes. When political meetings are conducted, you need to mobilize the people. Andarni oka daggara teeskoni ravalsi untundi. So, mobilize or advise? If it is advise or mobilize, then here 2, 3 or 4. It was through this festival, before this festival, indeed this festival. It was through this festival. Ee festival dwara atanu chesevadu em chesevadu. It was through this festival he could advise or mobilize public places, public support, public festivals, celebrations. Public support. So ikkada mobilize vastundi, advise kaadu. It was through this festival he could mobilize the public support to the nationalist movement. The desired dash. The desired dash of this festival was desired impact, importance, strategy, publicity. Desired ante intended, expect chesindi ikkada. Impact, importance, strategy, publicity. What should come here? Impact of this festival, importance of this festival. When you are not sure, keep it on hold. Let's go with the next one. The desire of this festival was further dashed by Shivaji festival. Further decided, reinforced. Reinforced means re-energized. Re-energized, strengthened. Further displayed by, further generated by. What should come? Re-energized. So the desired dash of this festival was further re-energized by Shivaji festival. It was inaugurated in honor of Chhatrapati Shivaji, the greatest Maratha king. In the dash of several thousand people. In the protest of, in the honor of, in the service of, in the presence of none. Answer. In the 1, 2, 3. In the honor of several thousand people, in the service of several. See, it was inaugurated already in the honor of Chhatrapati Shivaji. We are honoring Chhatrapati Shivaji, not people. Chhatrapati Shivaji, in the name of Chhatrapati Shivaji, the greatest Maratha king, in the dash of several thousand people, in the presence of, in the service of, in the protest of. Protest no, service or presence. It was inaugurated. Inaugurated and starting something kada. So service or presence. In the presence of several thousand people, he was inaugurated. It was inaugurated in the honor of Chhatrapati Shivaji, the greatest Maratha king, in the presence of several thousand people. In the dash. The Marathas were a dash, and this helped a lot. Helped means positive. In the fight, in the activity, in the process, in the beginning. So what should come? In the fight, is it a fight? Maybe, because helped mounting an attack on the British rule. In the dash, the Marathas were. In the activity, process, okay. Beginning, okay. Again, keep it on hold. In the dash, the Marathas were dash. Absent, and this helped. Defeated, this helped. Neglected, glorified. glorified, because the negative, negative, negative. We want a positive, so glorified. So what should come in 24th blank? In the beginning, Marathas were glorified, or in the process, Marathas were glorified. In the fight, in the activity, in the process. So during this process, people were mobilized, people gave the support. Then what happened? At the same time, Shivaji festival was there, inauguration happened. And then what happened? So in this process, they were glorified. So what, we have kept one more blank, I guess. 21st. So it was the impact of the festival, the desired impact of the festival, or importance, strategy, publicity. So 1 or 3. Impact of this festival or strategy of this festival? Festival was desired. Both appear okay. Take first one. Synonym to the word palatial. You know, palate. Palate is luxury, sir. Palate is nothing but tongue. The inner tongue, there is one more tongue, right? The small tongue inside your, near your throat, that is palate. Actually, tongue layer is called palatial. Palatial. But here there is one more thing. See, have you ever heard this? Do you know the difference? This is related to sense of taste. Palatable and palatable taste. But here it is a palatial, related to palace. Do not get confused. Palatial, palatable. Both are different. How is his house? The house of the celebrity is palatial. Very clean, very special sense of taste magnificent. Answer 1 to 4. Answer magnificent. Zealous, zeal. Zeal means full of energy, enthusiasm, full of intense interest. Zealous, ardent, passionate, same meaning. Answer is first option. Second, jealous, telisinda, impatient, and none. Answer 1, ardent. Just now I said voracious. What did I say? Voracious means greedy. If you want more, you are voracious. Very bad, insatiable, stingy, malicious. Malicious means what? You want to harm other fellows. Harmful. Anything which is harmful is malicious. Mal వచ్చింది అంటే bad సంబంధించింది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. Malevolent, malice, malicious. Malicious is nothing but harmful. Malicious in laptop, computer also you get this, right? Cell phone also malicious app. Have you seen? Malicious means harmful. Stingy, do you know stingy? Yesterday I gave this word. Stingy, miser, kanjus, pisinari. How many of you are stingy in the classroom? Stingy means not in terms of money, according to me. If you do not use your resources properly, you are stingy only. You have voice, you are not using when the question is asked. So you are stingy only. Somebody, your friend wants listening ear and you are not listening, you are kanjus. Your friend smiled at you, but you are looking at him seriously, him or her, you are kanjus. So giving what other person needs, if you can't give, you are miser only. Sometimes your friend wants your time. He wants to spend some time within your company, with you. But you will not give, your kanjus. So miser means many, not able to give. Ichche heart lenappudu stingy. Opposite category, yesterday I already told you this. Spendthrift, person who spends money like anything. Not just money, according to me, everything. If you give more, you are spendthrift. If you take more, you are miser. So are you a giver or taker in your life? Of course, in the classroom, you are a taker because you are a student. Other than classroom, other than knowledge? Are you a giver or taker? These miser fellows are always sad because they are like beggars expecting you only give me party, I'll not give. You only spend money, you only do this, you only do that. These people will expect all the time. They don't give. And the giver is always happy. Because it is in my hands. If I want to give, it is in my hands. If I want to take, it is in your hands. How much money will you spend? It depends on you. If I want to take. But if I want to give, whatever money, the entire amount I can spend. So giver is always happy. Receiver, sad. Are you giving? Are you giving in terms of time, attention, listening ear, kindness, sympathy, smile, advice, suggestion, all these things? At least to your friends. Answer is insatiable. Insatiable. Satiable means satisfied. Insatiable means not satisfied. There are some people, they are always unsatisfied with whatever they have in life. Life lo enni unna kuda satisfaction undadu anamata. They always try to complain. They always try to complain. Have you seen some people? They have nice house, nice building, everything will be there, still complaints will be more. Some people don't have anything, but they are extremely satisfied people. They are happy with whatever they have. Which category do you belong to? Satisfied persons or unsatisfied? How is Hyderabad? Hyderabad is good, but hostel is not. Why? What happened to hostel? Hostel is good, but food. What happened to food? Food is okay, but curries. Be happy, at least you are getting food. If you want to do fasting, do fasting for one day, then you will understand the value. Even hostel food is also tasty after fasting. Insatiable, not satisfied. Wander means answer. Correct. Rome. Do you wander? Have you wandered the streets of Amirpet? Sir, you ask me anything, whatever the information you want, I'll give you, sir. I'm expert. Anybody like that? Sir, in that shop, curries are nice, sir. Sir, in that bakery, the pastry will be nice, sir. Sir, in that, this will be nice. Who is an expert of Amirpet streets? Nobody. The people who roam more, the people who wander more, they are experts. They'll understand. Am I correct? Sir, at this Pani Puri Bandi, more women will stand, sir. And other words we know, right? Ride two-wheeler riding, desire treat we know. Iconoclast. You know iconoclast? Destroyer of idols or images. Idols ni, images ni destroy cheste iconoclast antamu. What is the name of the Mughal emperor who destroyed many of the Hindu temples? What's his name? Babur? No. Babur destroyed many temples? No. Aurangzeb or Babur or Muhammad Ghazni? Aurangzeb, Ghazni. Not Babur, I believe. Aurangzeb, Babur. So that fellow is an iconoclast. Adherent means sincere follower. If you are a sincere follower, you are adherent. Demagogue, public speaker, a public speaker who creates lot of feeling. Before the terrorists go on attacking, the terrorist group will be inspired by the team leader. Do you know that? The person will give a speech. we should do this, we should kill those people, then only we can go to heaven. Like this, he'll create that josh in the people. That fellow is a demagogue. Even some of the political speakers, politicians are also demagogues. They create that spirit, they create that feeling, they create that enthusiasm, demagogue. Saboteur. Saboteur means a person who damages, destroys. Sabotage. Elite. Elite means advanced, top-notch, high-class people. Elite. Answer. Answer is third option, saboteur, damage, a person who damages, third option. Oops, antonym, okay, I did not see it. Synonym aithe saboteur. Appudu antonym enti? Sincere follower avutundi. Answer 1. Antonym means adherent. Let's come back to comprehension passage. Have you done the passage, by the way? Yes, no? No? Shall we skip? No. According to the passage, impartiality. Do you know partiality? If you start a company by any chance in the future, will you give chance to your friends, relatives, or do you give opportunity for eligible, talented people? Suitable people, eligible people, talented people, or your own people only? Now my company, I'll recruit my cousin only. My company, I'll recruit my friend only. Will you do that? If you do that, company will go bankrupt. If you are recruiting your own people, you are showing partiality. No, you are recruiting based on the suitability of the post, then you are impartial. Politicians are always partiality, they show partiality in terms of giving tenders, projects. So impartiality, we know about it. So let's check, where is this impartiality? Partiality lekunda undadam. Where is it? Can you show me impartiality? How many of you have read the passage? Nobody read the passage. Wow. Only one student, I'm happy for that student. Where is impartiality? Can you show me? Is it there? Is it given impartiality word? What is the meaning of egalitarianism? Treating everybody equal. Can it be impartial? I'm reading anyways. If egalitarianism is to endure means survive, continue avvalante. If that has to continue, it has to be based not on the possession of maximum material goods. Ante adi continue avvali ante maximum material goods ni possess cheskokodadu. It should not be based on the ownership of goods by few or all, but on the voluntary enlightened renunciation of those goods which cannot be shared by others or can be enjoyed only at the expense of others. So if you want egalitarianism, you should not take the material goods. Rather than that, you need to give up. You need to leave. Do you know renunciation? What does the sannyas saint Swamiji do? He leaves the wife, family, children, everything, all the possessions, house, relatives, everything. He leaves all the material things, relationships, and he goes to Himalayas. He renounces the material life. So, ఈ వస్తువులు ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో మెటీరియల్ గూడ్స్ వాటిని పొజెస్ చేసుకోవడం కాదు, వాలంటరీలీ విల్లింగ్లీ యూ నీడ్ టు లీవ్ ఆల్ దోస్ గూడ్స్ విచ్ కెనాట్ బి షేర్డ్ బై అదర్స్. మీరు షేర్ చేసుకోలేకపోతే దాన్ని పక్కకు వదిలిపెట్టేయడమే బెటర్. ఆర్ కెన్ బి ఎంజాయ్డ్ ఓన్లీ ఎట్ ది ఎక్స్పెన్స్ ఆఫ్ అదర్స్. అంటే వేరే వాళ్ళని బలి చేస్తూ నాకు ఇది వచ్చింది అంటే అది కూడా వదిలిపెట్టాలి. దిస్ కాల్ ఫర్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ స్పిరిచువల్ వాల్యూస్ ఫర్ ప్యూర్లీ మెటీరియల్ వన్స్. సో ఇది ఏం గుర్తు చేస్తుంది అంటే యూ నీడ్ టు బ్రింగ్ స్పిరిచువల్ వాల్యూస్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ వాల్యూస్. ఇన్ ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ ఓనర్షిప్, Keep the material ownership aside, bring spiritualism inside, he is saying. The paradise of material satisfaction that is sometimes equated with neither progress these days, spells peace nor progress. So material satisfaction dwara progress radu, peace radu. Mahatma Gandhi has shown us the acquisitive instinct inherent in a man could be transmuted by the adoption of ideals of trusteeship by those who have for the benefit of all those who have not, so that instead. Now, Mahatma Gandhi, what did he say? Acquisitive instinct. Acquisitive means acquiring. He has shown that the acquisitive instinct inherent in man can be transmuted by the adoption of idealship of trusteeship. What Mahatma Gandhi has said, you believe that you are only trustee. You are not the owner of your cell phone. You are not the owner of your own body. You are not the owner of everything. You are just a trustee. God is the owner. So that's what he said. That's why what did he do? He did not have many things. When Mahatma Gandhi was alive, he did not have many things. He used to wear a dhoti, some sort of towel kind of thing around his shoulders like a shawl, that's it. So adoption of ideals of trusteeship by those who have for the benefit of those who have not, that instead of leading to exploitation and conflict, it would become a means of incentive for the amelioration and progress of society respectively. So it is based on voluntary renunciation, okay. It is achieved by resorting to physical forces, no. Underprivileged people learn to love, no. People's outlook towards it is not radically changed. Answer is 1 or 4. Impartiality survive avvali ante, will not survive if, will not survive, ఇది పాజిటివ్ ఇచ్చాడు, ఇది నెగిటివ్ ఇచ్చాడు, ఇక్కడ నెగిటివ్ కావాలి. It will not survive if it is not changed. Answer fourth option. Impartiality will survive ante first option. Will not survive. Survive avadu ante enduku avadu? ఒకవేళ people outlook ఏదైతే ఉందో perception, if it is not radically changed. If it is radically changed, then impartiality will survive. Why does man values belongings other than his life? అతని లైఫ్ కంటే belongings వాల్యూ ఎందుకు ఎక్కువ ఇస్తాడు? He gives more value to his ownership things rather than his life. Why? He has inherent desire to share his possessions. Do you have desire to share your possessions? Sir, తీసుకోండి సార్, మనదే సెల్ ఫోన్, you use it. And do you give like that to your friends or other people? No. He is endowed with the possessive instinct, okay. Only his possession help him earn love, respect from his descendants, maybe. Through his possessions, he can perceive his name even after his death. No. Answer 2, 3. 2 or 3. Experience shows that man values his possessions even more than his life because అతని లైఫ్ కంటే అతని వస్తువులకి ఎక్కువ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇస్తాడు. He gives more importance to his things, objects rather than his life because in the farmer means what here? Possessions. Latter means life. Farmer means first mentioned, latter means second mentioned. In the farmer, he sees the means for perpetuation and survival of his descendants even after his body is reduced to ashes. You know, some people, they still use the same old items. Have you seen? Like old scooters, old watches, old radio that will be there like that in the house. Have you seen? There is some sort of sentiment. That fellow, for example, let's say Ramu is there. Ramu, when he was very young, with his first salary or with his 1 year of salary, he bought a cycle long back in the past. During the age of cycle generation, not car generation. He bought a cycle and he has a good attachment with this cycle. With this cycle only, he continued his life, he got married, he got children, he maintained his cycle only, he earned money, he took care of children grown young, adult, and they got married, they got children, and he got retirement. Even after retirement, he maintains the same cycle. Because he has sentiment, the cycle, I have earned money, I lived because of this cycle only. But when this Ramu dies, his son will come. His son is also taking care of the cycle sometimes. Does this happen? Have you seen? No, my father valued the cycle a lot, so I will value it. So that's what he's saying in the context. Is possessions even after life, because in farmer he sees the means of perpetuation, survival of his descendants. అంటే సైకిల్ని చూసిన ప్రతిసారి మా ఫాదర్ గుర్తొస్తాడు అని అతను చెప్తుంటాడు అనమాట, లైక్ దట్. సో ద ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ ఆన్సర్ థర్డ్ ఆప్షన్. According to the passage, which was the unfinished part of Gandhiji's experiment? Where is Gandhiji's experiment? Has he done any chemical experiment? Psychological experiment? What is that experiment? Unfinished part of his experiment. I'm reading from the beginning. The work which Gandhiji had taken up was not only achievement of political freedom. Gandhiji, whatever he has taken up, it was not just political freedom. He wanted something else also. What was that? Establishment of social order based on truth, non-violence, unity, peace, equality and universal brotherhood and maximum freedom for all. So he wanted all these things and he wanted freedom also, Indian freedom. He wanted all, non-violence, truth, unity, peace, equality, universal brotherhood, maximum freedom and political freedom. This unfinished part, what is the unfinished part? Finished part is political freedom. Political freedom he achieved. These things he did not achieve. Truth, non-violence, unity, peace, equality. This unfinished part of his experiment was perhaps even more difficult to achieve than the achievement of political freedom. So this is more difficult than the political freedom achievement, he's saying. In the political struggle, the fight was against a foreign power and all one could do was either join it or wish it success and give it their moral support. In inaugurating the communal order of this pattern, there was a sparkling possibility of skirmish arising between groups, class of our own people. So when you are talking about political freedom, you fight with the foreigner, you get the freedom, that's it. But here, when you want to give equality to all Indians, when you want to give truth, non-violence to all Indians, then the problem arises, he's saying. Educating people to avoid class conflict, achieving total political freedom for the country, establishing of egalitarian society, yes, third option. True, false, skip the questions. Even in the exam also skip true, false questions. If you have a time in the exam, you attempt, otherwise skip. Because when you want to attempt true, false questions, then what you need to do? Read first option and search in the passage. Read second option, search in the passage. Why? Because we are not reading the entire passage. Are we reading the entire passage? No. We are going by the question to answer. In the exam also you do the same thing, right? Question to answer only. Do you read the entire passage, then understand, then read the questions? No. So that's the reason skip true false questions. True egalitarianism will last if egalitarianism survive avutundi eppudu, if it is forced upon people, if it is based on truth, non-violence, people inculcate spiritual values along with the material values, haves and have-nots live together peacefully. Answer. Just now we have seen, right? First question దగ్గర చదివాం కదా. If egalitarianism is to endure, it has to be based not on the possession of maximum material goods, but voluntary renunciation of these goods which cannot be shared by others. This calls for substitution of spiritual values along with the material values. No. Third one, okay, spiritual, but material, no. 1, 2, 4, it is not thirst. Thirst is nothing but force. Answer 2, 4, 5. It is based on truth, non-violence. Non-violence, no force. Truth, okay. Haves and have-nots live together peacefully. 2 or 4? This paradise of material satisfaction, that is sometimes neither progress nor peace, has shown us how acquisitive instinct in man can be transmitted. Consider 4. Haves and have-nots live together peacefully. ఉన్నవాళ్ళు లేని వాళ్ళు పీస్ఫుల్గా బ్రతకాలి. According to passage, people ultimately overturn the form of social order. Social order ni tirigi vesestaranadi eppudu, which is based on force and oppression. Okay, when you force people, they reverse it. Okay, which does not satisfy their basic needs, which is based upon conciliation or rapprochement, which is not congenial to the spiritual values of the people. When will the order will become reverse? Overturn the social order. When you force somebody something, then it will happen. Coercion means force. Oppression means suppressing, not giving equal opportunities. Root cause of conflict. What is the root cause of conflict? The paradise of material satisfaction, dominant inherent inquisitive in a man, exploitation of have-nots by haves, social order whereupon. రూట్ కాజ్ ఏంటి, ఎందుకు కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్ అవుతుంది అంటే మనిషి అన్ని కోరుకుంటున్నాడు కాబట్టి. అక్విజిటివ్ ఇన్స్టింక్ట్ ఇన్ అ మ్యాన్, యూ వాంట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ టు హ్యావ్, దట్స్ వై ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఈజ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్. సేమ్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఇన్ ద కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఆల్సో, రైట్? ఐ వాంట్ అ గవర్నమెంట్ జాబ్, but the problem is what happened here. Jobs are very few, these are government jobs, but the competition, a lot of people are there. Competition, this is all competition. This is jobs list. Jobs are in thousands only, but applicants are in lakhs. Everybody wants job only again. So in competitive exam also this is happening. We want to have it. Skip true false. Skip trusteeship. What does adoption of ideals of trusteeship ideals ante enti? Equating peace and progress with material satisfaction, maybe. Adoption of the ideal by the haves for the benefit of society. Voluntary enlightened renunciation of the possessive instinct by privileged classes. Substitution of spiritual values by material values, won by those who live in the paradise of material satisfaction. Answer. ఇందాక ఇక్కడనే చదివాం కదా ట్రాన్స్, ఇదే కదా ట్రస్టీషిప్. adoption of ideals of trusteeship by those who have for the benefit of all those who have not. అంటే ఉన్న వాళ్ళు బెనిఫిట్ చేయాలి లేని వాళ్ళకి. By those who have means rich people, who have for the benefit of all those who have not. Rich people benefit poor people, instead of leading to exploitation and conflict. అంటే గొడవ పడకుండా ఎక్స్ప్లాయిట్ చేయకుండా అలా చేస్తే it would become progress. Answer. Equating peace, progress with material, no. Second one okay. Third one not related to the question. Substitution of, you substitute spiritual values by material values, no. Answer second one. That's all for now. Thank you for your participation.